Welcome to another weekly forex forecast on ChartsEmpire Trading Academy, which is for the 21st to 25th of October 2024. This week, I will walk you through my watch list in the financial market. I have the DXY, followed by the British pound sterling paired against the USD, followed by the Euro paired against the USD, followed by the Australian dollar paired against the USD, followed by the USD paired against the Canadian dollar. And we have the commodity market, which is the gold XAU paired against the USD. And the last on the list is the XAG paired against the USD, which is silver. What do we have in the market next week? This is what we want to find out this week on this weekly forex forecast. Now, let's check out the DXY as the first instrument on our list. So the DXY can be used to measure the performance based on the strength and the weakness of the USD. Based on what I have on the DXY over Friday, that was on Friday, we got a bearish rejection from the minor structure of the 104.00. This was a previous demand for price on the 9th of April 2024, and on the 6th of June 2024, acted as demand on the 22nd of July 2024. We broke through this demand. That was on the 2nd of August 2024. Now, price is retesting this level, and this level is tending to act as a supply for price. So what should we expect next week as a price action trader? Next week, if the bears should successfully push all the price down, then it does indicate that there's a higher possibility for the bears to push all the way to the break of structure, which I explained 2 weeks ago on this channel based on the weekly forex forecast I released 2 weeks ago, right? So this could lead to the validation of the breakout of the neckline of this triple bottom we have in this downtrend, right? Alternatively, next week, if the buyers should push the price up, whereby they breach the minor previous demand, which could act as supply, if they can breach this level of the 104.00, then there's higher tendency for the buyers to keep on pushing the price up. So next week, the fate of the buyers depends on their reactions at this level, if they are willing to break it out, or maybe they are going to be suppressed to the downside. And the suppression to the downside, we see have the key minor structure of the 101.860 to act as a demand, right? So next week, as a trader in the forex market, please monitor what we have on the DXY, because this would give us an idea of what should expect on currency paired against the USD. The British pound sterling paired against the USD, based on what we have last week, Friday was a bullish candlestick, but it wasn't a strong bullish candlestick, right? And on Thursday was a bullish peanut bar. And the Friday bar, which occurred on the 18th of October, broke the highs of Thursday, 17th of October 2024, but it failed to go above the highs of the bearish candlestick that was formed on the 16th of October. That was Wednesday. You can see that. So based on what we have right here, the market is still confused at this zone, and those who are looking out for a buy or for a sell have to be very careful. Instead, this is what I would love, or I would like to do on this asset, or what I would like to see in the market next week. Now let's switch to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, this is what we have. We have a kind of a channel. You can see that a channel is still going on the 4-hour chart. So as a trader, you have to be very careful if you are going to be trading this channel next week. It is better for us to see price break out of this channel and then a retest of validation before we go long. Alternatively, if you want to play the aggressive entry, you could look out for price to test the lower band of this channel and then initiate maybe a small position size, because you never can tell, maybe it's going to break this lower band of channel, or maybe it's going to be a double bottom for price. So that's why you have to reduce your risk. So the tactics right there, it's all about waiting for retracement so that you can reduce your risk and then increase your profit ratio. So that is what I can see on the 4-hour chart. So in summary, next week, I am looking for price to make a retracement to the level of the 1.30215. If I can see a sharp bullish rejection from this level, such as a strong bullish technical bar on the 4-hour chart breaking out of this upper band of this channel, then that will be a strong buy entry setup for us as a trader on the British pound sterling paired against the USD. Alternatively, a strong bearish close of price below the lower band of this falling channel would re-expose the next psychological level, which acts at the price of the 1.28800, and then this could lead to the crash of this asset to the next key level support at the price of the 1.26600. Euro paired against the USD is another asset you have to put on your watch list if you are a trader in the forex market. We can see a liquidity zone that was formed on the 2nd of August 2024. After the liquidity breakout, we got a surge to the peak of the 1.11989. This could be tagged at the psychological level of the 1.1200. We got multiple tests of this level, and this level acted as a strong supply for price or resistance for price. We can see our price crash all the way down. Now, we broke a minor structure that acts at the price of the 1.09563. Now, we are back to this liquidity zone. So we as a trader, what should we expect at this medium right here? There tends to be a kind of interest in this market for the buyers. You can see a lot of buyers are setting right now, but based on what I can see right here, I am here to see a strong technical bullish reason to be long right here. You can see Friday bar is here to close the high of Thursday, and not until I can see bar closing the highs of Thursday bar, I am not interested to look out for any long. So the high of Thursday, which was formed on the 17th of October, need to be cleared off. Let's say, for instance, Friday bar was able to clear the high of Thursday bar. That would be nice, but since Friday bar is still a slave to Thursday bar, there it means the bullish signal right here, it's not a strong one. It is yet to be confirmed, so you have to be very careful. So next week, I'm still gonna be exercising patience to see if price can give us a pushback. Maybe we can have a double bottom before we have a breakout of this level. So if you can have this kind of pattern right here, a retest of this low, and this low is giving us equal lows, whereby it's validating that yes, this is a strong demand for price, and then the breakout of last week Thursday bar, or that was on the 17th of October, then that will be a nice long setup for us as a trader on the euro paired against the USD. So in summary, I still want the high of Thursday bar, which was formed on the 17th of October, to be taken up before I'll be looking out for the buy side. Alternatively, next week, if the sellers set in and then they push price more lower and they close the low of Thursday bar, then we should expect price dipping down to the demand, and this acts at the price of the 1.07754, and the failure for the boost to defend this level right here could re-expose the next level at the price of the 1.07200. Australia paired against the USD, I can see a strong bullish setup right here. So there's a kind of balance between Thursday bar and the Wednesday bar. You can see this is the type of balance I would like to see, and then price gravitated to a major swing structure. This is a demand structure. You can see this demand structure that was carved on the 11th of September led price to this bullish swing before we got a crash down and back into this demand zone. So Thursday last week bar and the Wednesday 16th of October 2024 bar are both in a state of equilibrium, but Friday bar failed to clear out the highs of Thursday bar, which does shows there's still weakness in the buy sentiment right here. So next week, as a price action trader, I'm looking out for price to push back into the level of the 0.66790 to generate more liquidity. So if we can see a strong technical buy signal at this medium switching up, then that will be a nice aggressive entry for a buy side. And if we can see the boost eventually clearing out these highs that was carved on Friday, then that will generate more buyers to come into this market. So that is what I have on the Australian dollar paired against the USD. This is the last low high swing, and this is still a low high swing to this structure. So we need to see is formation of a potential higher high swings or higher low swing before we start looking out for a buy side on the Australian dollar paired against the USD. USD paired against the Canadian dollar, based on what I can see, price is currently trading at a supply zone. Supply was carved right here. That was on the 17th of April 2024. We broke out of this supply and then it validated as demand, but price eventually broke lower. That was on the 6th of August 2024. I remember I traded this pattern right here and I made significant a lot of money. So this level failed to hold, but it's did held price as a supply before price bounced up after the equal loss was being capped on the 25th of September 2024 to the upside. You can see this equal lows led to the strong bullish swing of price back to this supply zone at the price of the 1.37996. But based on what I can see right here, right from 15th of October 2024, that was on Tuesday, price has been finding difficulty to break above this no supply zone. So next week, this is what I want to see. If price can gravitate all the way down and then clearing the low of Thursday and Wednesday of last week down, then this will generate more selling liquidity to get into the market. And the next level we should be looking out for is the level of the 1.36105. So this level has higher tendency to serve as demand for price. Alternatively, next week, if the bulls should break above the upper shadow of this bearish pin bar right here, then we should expect price gravitating to the major resistance, which acts at the price of the 1.39014. right? This is what I can see on the USD paid against the Canadian dollar. But if price can break this low next week, then this will give us a double top. This double top will be obvious on the 4-hour chart. So this is what we have right here. We have the top one, we have the pushback. If this can be top two, break out, then that would be nice for us to short downward, right? So this is what I can see on the USD paid against the Canadian dollar. Last week I saw the bullish breakout on XAU paid against the USD. I knew before the weeks of last week opened that there is an imminent bullish breakout approaching based on what I saw on the weekly chart, based on the dragonfly. So the bullish breakout has occurred based on what I have right here on the XAU paid against the USD. There's a higher tendency for the bullish breakout to continue on gold next week. Alternatively, if we have a push down, there could be a retest of structure based on the high that was taken out on Thursday. So there could be a pushback. So if you can see a pushback on the gold, then you have to be very careful before you go for a long right here, because this could be a trap. Remember, we have a rising trend line which has been holding price up right from the 26th of June 2024. You can see this rising trend line acting as dynamic support. Whenever price tests, it's always go to the upside. So if price should fail to have demand at the level of the 2,685, then there's higher tendency for price to test this rising channel to generate liquidity to the upside. So this is what I have. So for those who miss the breakout, I won't advise you to jump in. Instead, wait for a push to this side of the 2,686, which is a breakout structure. Alternatively, a test of the trend line before you start looking out for a buy side, and that is only if you can see a strong bullish technical pattern, right? So gold has broken out, and I can see more bullish sentiment building on this asset next week. XAG paired against the USD, this was under my nose last week. I was seeing this when it was breaking out, right? So based on what we have on the day chart, I love the breakout on the XAG paired against the USD. And based on what I see right here, the possibility price is going to make a pushback to this level is low, because it was a strong decisive breakout. The breakout started from the 4-hour chart. You can see the strong shaving 4-hour chart. I saw this, I was waiting for a little retracement, but I missed the breakout. So XAG paired against the USD is going up, but let's see, nothing is impossible with the market. If the market can give us a pushback to the breakout structure at the price of the 32.40816, then that would be nice for a better entry. Alternatively, a bearish crash below this breakout structure of the 32.53643 will signify, oh, the bullish breakout right here is definitely a trap, and this could rally price all the way down to the demand at the 30.00 psychological level. So this is what I can see on silver and the gold, right? This is all I have for you in this weekly forex forecast. Ensure you manage your risk, right? I have a lot of assets on my list in the cryptocurrency market. So if you're a cryptocurrency trader, stocks trader, commodity trader, or indices market, if you would like weekly forex forecast on these markets, then put down a comment, I want more, or you join my Telegram group, right? This way I share free trading content analysis daily and weekly, right? I also provide free trading signals in the community, right? And for those who are interested in online and physical trading mentorship programs, we have online program accessible globally, and we have physical trading mentorship programs in Ibadan, number 64 Mokola Road, opposite state veterinary hospital. We have a big trading floor right there, and we have all the necessary facilities for you to learn how to trade the financial market. We have qualified tutors, and we are registered organization, ChartsEmpire Trading Academy. Let's make money together, right? I will see you in the next one, and they do ensure you manage your risk, because there is no trading system which is infallible in the market. I will see you in the next one, and please, before you go, subscribe to this YouTube channel, right? Have a wonderful weekend.